Strauss Zelnick, the CEO of Take-Two Interactive, had done another video today talking about AI, saying that it's laughable to think a GTA 6 type video game could be generated with AI, giving some big W's, and also talks a little bit about Red Dead Redemption in this video. So we're gonna go and take a look at this interview. I'm not gonna show the whole 30 minutes, but just the perfect little compilation for everything that you need to know regarding GTA 6, Rockstar titles, and the future and mindset of the parent company Take-Two Interactive. Let's get into it. The first topic Strauss is talking about comes from the question of AI and what opportunities AI brings to the gaming industry. And the answer might surprise you a little bit. Let's check it out.
Look, the history of our industry is that we've always used technology to create great entertainment. This has always been a digital business, and the bulk of the work that our teams do obviously is done in and with computers. So an advance in technology that allows us to do things better and quicker is great for us. And I was kind of stunned by the market's reaction, because the market's reaction was somehow seeing it as a threat to what we do, when it's quite obvious that creation tools are beneficial for our industry. I think the notion of the bear case for big entertainment companies is somehow that AI tools will mean everyone can create hits. Kind of doesn't stand to reason. These tools may help you create assets, but that won't help you create hits. There are loads of assets out there now. I mean, it doesn't matter if you push a button to create an asset or it takes you 6 weeks. At the end of the day, you have an asset. And thousands of mobile games are launched every year, and there are a handful of hits. And in the last couple of years, most of them have come from Zynga, a division of Take-Two. Equally, sure, you can create assets that might look like a big release. It might look like NBA 2K or EAFC or Red Dead Redemption. But creating a hit of that magnitude is a completely different animal.
And this is the crazy thing about this whole situation. So you've probably already seen this, but I'm gonna explain it anyway. So Google came out with Google Genie 3, which is basically you can input a image with some prompts on how the game should work and what kind of buttons you need to push to make, your character interact with the game, or your, button inputs interact within the game. And so it generates something like this, where it looks like it's a game. And so the whole market went down. You can see in this video they played around with it on January 3rd, and in the stocks around January 3rd, Take-Two Interactive's stocks went down hugely because of these AI things. Because every time some AI technology comes out, people hype it up, especially on X or Twitter, saying that it's the best thing ever, and it's all to bring up the stocks of other AI companies, while in reality it's kind of just a fun thing to play around with, and it might help with concept art, but not much more. You cannot create fully fledged games with it with art direction. That's never gonna be able to be happening, especially if you think about how insane and consistent a world needs to be. Sure, AI is a great tool to enhance some workflows and some daily tasks that might be boring, but it's not gonna change the whole world, where you can put a prompt in and you'll get GTA 6. That's never gonna happen. And now the interviewer is asking him if AI is all about shortening the dev time and shortening the budgets. And Strauss again gives a very surprising answer about this, showing that he really does know what he's talking about as a CEO. Let's check it out.
The end goal is making the best entertainment on earth, engaging consumers. That's our mission. We have a 3-part strategy to pursue that mission, which is be the most creative, be the most innovative, and be the most efficient. So if we can innovate and enhance efficiency, that's terrific. It's a big part of what we do. But our mission is to create the best entertainment on earth and to bring it to consumers wherever they are.
And of course, to make a ish load of bags of money, of paper, yeah. He is a parent company. Of course, he's gonna make a lot of money, and that's basically his main goal. Entertainment is just a vehicle to make that money for him. But I do understand his mindset, especially the thing that he is always promoting when he talks about this thing is, if you you make the most entertaining products, then a lot of people are gonna gravitate towards that and they're gonna purchase that. Therefore, you're gonna make a lot of money. But with GTA 5 and the whole grinding thing, it's like GTA Online is not massively entertaining. A lot of the times when you have to drive so long to get missions, and you can only get a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time, and if you want something really bad, you need to buy shard cards, and it's incentivizing that. So it's not really making the best entertainment if we think about the track record of GTA lately. But I understand what he means by this. Let's move on.
And technology can assist with that mission, but technology on its own will not replace the fulfillment of that mission.
Now, the interviewer now asks about the bar going up because of AI. Is the bar and the quality of gaming going up because of AI? Personally, I think kind of the contrary. I think right now AI is in its kind of baby footsteps, even though people are, pretending that it's like the biggest and the most advanced technology ever. It's not really. There's a lot of flaws in image generation and video generation, 3D asset generation, creating stories and stuff. Yeah, it can help as a tool, but it can't really do a lot else. It's not really that great of a all-purpose thing. So this is Strauss's reaction for this.
No, but again, we're asking the wrong question if we expect a quality bar to go up. But for example, even today, could you use AI tools more quickly to storyboard or to help you tease out plot points or tease out alternatives? Sure, because these tools are based on massive data sets that are searchable and translatable into natural language. And that's just more effective than the tools we've had before, doing an internet search. But ultimately, it's the same thing. So it all depends on your expectations. No one ever added value with a PowerPoint presentation. Nonetheless, lots of them are made all the time. If you could reduce the amount of time you spend on a PowerPoint presentation and still have a good PowerPoint presentation, hallelujah. That's phenomenal. No one's saying like, that's great, Chris, we're going to give you a big promotion because of the amazing PowerPoint you did for the internal committee. Like that's not what we get paid for. What we get paid for is making the best entertainment on earth. And that requires all kinds of things that technology cannot and will never do on its own. Yeah, I think this is where the point is being missed.
Doesn't it level the playing field to a degree?
I mean, not even the littlest bit. As I said, like there's already plenty of technology out there that allow people to create video games. And as a result, thousands of video games are created every year. And yet the hits all cluster among the large entertainment companies almost entirely, and now and then an indie, which is generally speaking well-funded and pretty robust in and of itself. The notion that somehow new tools would allow an individual to push a button and generate a hit and market a hit and bring it to many millions of consumers around the world, it's a laughable notion. It's never been the case from entertainment. And certainly there are other entertainment businesses that are technically less robust than interactive entertainment. For example, music. And right now there are programs that allow you to, put in a prompt and get a professionally, recorded song spit back out at you. And it sounds like a song, but I defy you to listen to it more than once. Great to send as a greeting card to your partner on their birthday, but that's about it.
That's a crazy thing though, the whole music AI, I was blown away by it, especially because I produce music myself, just as a hobby, just for fun, especially for the gaming industry. If you're a game developer, I wouldn't be worried about your job being taken away for AI, except if you work at a greedy company like Activision or EA or something that believes in this nonsense and goes and fires a bunch of people and then eventually have to rehire them. Or they don't, and it's just an excuse to make more money.
I'm probably not buying tickets to see an AI artist.
Right. But look, we've been talking about this forever in the entertainment business, and as someone who's been around forever, for better or for worse, there is a creator economy that these tools have enabled, no doubt. But that creator economy stands alongside the professional entertainment economy. It doesn't supplant it. It doesn't replace it. And the history of the entertainment business is as new technologies come along that enable new activities, they stand alongside the pre-existing businesses. So, I used to give as an example that the only entertainment business that was ever wiped out by new technology in the history of entertainment, electronic entertainment, since 1895, and I'm a student of that business, was vaudeville. But now I could argue that vaudeville hasn't exactly been wiped out. We're in the golden age of live entertainment. My son's a comedian. I just went went to see him perform in front of thousands of people in Boston on Saturday night. I mean, how is that different from vaudeville? It's exactly the same thing. Far more people watching today and attending to.
What's vaudeville? What's he talking about? I have no idea what vaudeville is, so I looked it up. A type of entertainment popular chiefly in the US, the early 20th century, featuring a mixture of specialty acts such as burlesque comedy? I have no idea what this is, and song and dance. So like a comedy musical, basically? Okay, no idea that existed. So that has been Strauss Zelnick on AI, and don't worry about GTA 6 using any AI. Rockstar is not doing that. There is a little bit of a difference between AI and AI. You have generative AI, like large language models, which is like ChatGPT, and all the image generations and the music generators and generating anything with AI. But you also have like NPC AIs in video games, which are just coding how a non-playable character behaves, and that's a different sort of AI, obviously. So that type of AI, you know, coding NPCs, obviously that's going to be in the game, but no large language models or ChatGPT is being used for that. So that's a little bit of the difference. So I hope I informed you well with this video. Thank you to all the members on screen right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.